They just broke WWE. You heard me. They did not just change the game, they broke it. Because what is happening right now with Paul Heyman, Gunther, Bronson Reed, Bron Breakker, Logan Paul, Austin Theory, and IShowSpeed is so monumentally enormous, so catastrophically dangerous, so absolutely unprecedented in the history of this business that I genuinely do not know if Raw or SmackDown will ever recover from what is coming. The vision is complete, the machine is fully assembled, and every single superstar on every single roster just became a target. Comment right now if your jaw just hit the floor, because mine did, and share this video immediately. Every WWE fan on your contact list, every wrestling group you are in, every platform you are on. Share this right now because what I am about to break down is the most important story in professional wrestling today and people need to wake up to what is happening before it is too late. Let's go back to where this all started. Seth Rollins attacked Gunther. We covered that. We broke it down. We talked about the devastation, the calculated brutality, the career-threatening damage that the Visionary inflicted on the ring general. And in that moment, in Gunther's most vulnerable, most humiliated, most physically destroyed moment, Paul Heyman appeared. And that right there, that is the moment everything changed forever. Because Paul Heyman does not show up for free. Paul Heyman does not extend a hand out of kindness. Paul Heyman does not care about your pain, your pride, or your suffering unless he can turn it into currency. Paul Heyman showed up because he saw opportunity. He looked at Gunther broken on that floor and he did not see a fallen warrior, he saw a weapon. A powerful, furious, humiliated weapon just waiting to be pointed in the right direction. And Paul Heyman, the greatest managerial mind this business has ever produced, picked that weapon up, dusted it off, and made Gunther an offer that the ring general could not refuse. But here is what makes this so much more layered than people realize. Gunther did not just join the Vision. Gunther was paid to join the Vision. This was a transaction, a negotiation. Gunther looked Paul Heyman in the eye and said, "I want something in return." And Paul Heyman, being the most diabolically intelligent operator in WWE history, said, "Name your price." Because that is what Paul Heyman does. He buys loyalty, he packages it, prices it, and delivers it with a smile. And whatever Gunther demanded as payment for aligning himself with the Vision, Paul Heyman agreed. Without hesitation. Because Paul Heyman knows that adding Gunther to this faction is worth every single penny of whatever it cost. Think about what the Vision already was before Gunther. Stop and think about that for a second. Bronson Reed, a human wrecking ball. A man who weighs nearly 300 pounds and moves like someone half his size. A man who dropped a tsunami splash from the top rope onto Seth Rollins and made the entire arena go silent from pure shock. Bron Breakker, generational talent, a freight train in human form, a superstar who has not even scratched the surface of how dominant he is going to become. Logan Paul, the most controversial, most polarizing, most infuriatingly effective superstar in WWE right now. A man who has leveraged his celebrity into genuine in-ring ability and combines both with a marketing mind that nobody in this business can match. Austin Theory, criminally underestimated, a man with athleticism that defies logic and a chip on his shoulder the size of a championship belt. IShowSpeed, unpredictable, electric, the wild card that makes every single scenario impossible to plan for because nobody knows what IShowSpeed is going to do at any given moment. That was the Vision before Gunther. That faction alone was already the most dangerous collection of WWE talent ever assembled under one banner. Pause and let me know in the comments, did you think the Vision could get more dangerous? Because I need to hear your answers. And then Paul Heyman added the ring general. Gunther, the man with the most devastating chop in the history of professional wrestling. The man whose mere presence in a room changes the energy because every single person in that room knows, consciously or subconsciously, that Gunther is the most physically imposing, most technically precise, most genuinely scary competitor they have ever shared a space with. The man who does not do mind games, does not do theatrics, does not need smoke and mirrors, because he can simply walk up to you, look you dead in the eyes, and hurt you in a way that no amount of preparation can protect you from. Now he is standing alongside Bronson Reed, Bron Breakker, Logan Paul, Austin Theory, and IShowSpeed, all operating under the managerial genius of Paul Heyman. Let that image sit in your brain for a moment. Really sit with it, because what you are picturing right now, that lineup, that collective force, is not a faction. It is a takeover. It is a hostile acquisition of Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown. It is a group of men who have decided, collectively, that the rest of the WWE roster is not competition, they are obstacles. And obstacles get removed. Share this video right now because we are just getting started and what I am about to say next is going to make you furious all over again. The goal of the Vision is not to hold championships. Championships are symptoms of dominance, they are not the dominance itself. Paul Heyman understands this better than anyone. He has been operating at the highest level of this business long enough to know that titles come and go but fear is permanent. What the Vision is building is not a title collection, it is an empire. They want Raw, they want SmackDown, they want every single inch of WWE programming to exist under their shadow. They want every match on every show to be filtered through the question, is the Vision watching? Are we safe tonight? And the answer to that question will always be no. Nobody will ever be safe. Because the Vision is everywhere. Think about the strategic brilliance of this construction. Paul Heyman has built the Vision with absolute intentionality. Every member serves a purpose. Reed and Breakker are the muscle. When the Vision needs something physically destroyed, those two are the answer to every question. Logan Paul is the face, the media, the spectacle. He attracts eyes from outside WWE and converts casual observers into invested viewers, all while being genuinely dangerous between those ropes. Austin Theory is the execution specialist. He does the work that nobody wants to do, the dirty jobs, the precise hits, the moments where efficiency matters more than spectacle. IShowSpeed is chaos. Pure unpredictable chaos, and chaos is the one thing you cannot game plan for no matter how prepared you are. And now Gunther is the credibility, the legitimacy, the signal to the entire locker room that the Vision is not playing a character, they are a legitimate, career-ending threat to every name on every roster. And Paul Heyman sits above all of it like a chess grandmaster watching every piece move exactly where he placed them. Now let's talk about what Raw and SmackDown look like going forward. Because nothing is the same anymore. Every show, every segment, every championship match now exists in the shadow of the Vision. Main eventers who were building toward WrestleMania moments are now looking over their shoulders wondering when the Vision decides to redirect their path. Mid-card talent who were climbing the ladder now have to calculate whether climbing that ladder puts them in the Vision's crosshairs. Tag teams, women's division interactions at ringside, general managers trying to maintain order, everyone feels this. Everyone is affected. The Vision is not a faction that operates in one lane. They are a force that bleeds into every single storyline on every single show. And Seth Rollins. Oh, Seth Rollins. The man who started all of this by attacking Gunther. The man who indirectly handed Paul Heyman the piece he needed to complete his masterwork. Seth Rollins is now staring down a faction that includes the man he just destroyed and 5 other absolute monsters, all organized by the most devious managerial mind in history. The Visionary created the Vision's most dangerous enemy by attacking Gunther. How brutally ironic is that? Comment below. Does Seth Rollins survive what is coming? Because I am genuinely asking. I do not know the answer. Here is what I want every single person watching this video to understand. WWE has had factions before. Evolution, The Shield, The Bloodline, Legacy, Nexus, D-Generation X, all legendary, all historically significant, but none of them, I repeat, none of them had this combination of size, athleticism, mainstream celebrity, technical excellence, and managerial genius operating simultaneously under one roof. The Vision is not the best faction in WWE history yet. But if Paul Heyman gets even 6 months to operate this machine at full capacity, with Gunther now on board, they will be having that conversation without any debate whatsoever. Raw is not safe. SmackDown is not safe. The championships are not safe. The legends are not safe. The rising stars are not safe. Nobody who steps into a WWE arena going forward can feel comfortable because the Vision has declared war on the entire company and they have more than enough firepower to win that war. Gunther got paid. Paul Heyman got his final weapon. And WWE just entered the most dangerous era of its existence. Ring Rumble 1. We are watching every single move. Like this video, share it everywhere, and tell me in the comments, who in WWE can actually stop the Vision? Because right now, I am struggling to find the answer. And that terrifies me.